Anissa, welcome back to my channel. So in a previous video, I had showed receipts that this girl had spilled on a Facebook Love After Lockup group of Jeff messaging her, hitting on her, sending her pictures. And then she showed receipts of like the next day she had messages from Jeff's account. She wasn't sure if they were from Anissa or Jeff, but they're like, how did you get those messages? I never messaged you. And Jeff tried to play dumb. And this picture on the left were in the receipts she showed. And I knew that picture on the left was in Anissa's house. And this girl said, this is Laura. You remember when he was trying to send me messages and was trying to talk to me. And he messaged me first as a few other women in this group. He said it wasn't him. Now look at the picture of the left. That's where he sent me. Look in the picture of the right. Same haircut. And he does have the same haircut. And so Anissa and Jeff just posted this picture on the right of them together. And Anissa looks like she's lost some weight. But wait, there's more. I knew more receipts and more dirt was going to come out on Jeff because I can just tell he's a dog. So I've got countless receipts, probably at least a good 30-40 receipts on Jeff, but we're only going to talk about the ones that are relevant to showing Jeff's lies. So first there's this post he made on Facebook. I'm walking out this halfway house right now, never to return, ha ha ha. And this was just a few days ago. And we see in this season of Love After Lockup, in like the last episode and the one before that, he just said he got out of the halfway house and moved in with Anissa. So my source reached out to Jeff and said, what's going on? I thought you were out of the halfway house. And Jeff says that he's been out of the halfway house for over a week, but he's been lying to people saying he is still in it. So he said he lied about being in the halfway house still. So I'm really not sure what he was trying to get out of that. But also he said him and Anissa are not really together. He is just living there. He says him and Anissa are on and off. And so let's go ahead and look at all those receipts where he's saying that. So the conversation starts off with Jeff saying, hi, thanks for the accept. Go join my fan pages, Jeff and Anissa, Love After Lockup. They said, okay, I'll accept it. And they said, who is this, Jeff or Anissa or both? He says, Jeff, I'm on break. LOL, she at work. This person said, I was just wondering. Jeff said he's new to this stuff, asked her where he's from, and they said they're from Michigan. He said, so is Rachel. Nice pictures, by the way. So I'm just going to pretty much summarize the text. So this person asked Jeff what hours do they work, and so he talks about the hours he works. He works 6-7 days a week, 12-hour days, 17 hours overtime, and then they asked him if he was still with Anissa. She said, well, by the way, it sounds you and Anissa are together. No offense to you all, but why do you guys have a joint account? Never mind, I'm sorry for asking. Jeff said, no, we really ain't. Meaning they're not together, according to Jeff. LOL, I'm not going to quit my job, and she isn't either. So we have to work together, and this is our fan account. And so that person said, that's great. You guys can work together, even if it's just friendship right now. And Anissa's still claiming him on social media when she posted this picture of them together yesterday, so Jeff's lying the house. So she asked, so do you live with Anissa or somewhere else? He says he lives with Anissa. And so my source has been talking to Jeff before he was released from the halfway house. And, you know, he posted that post about lying he was in the halfway house still a few days ago. But my source was talking to Jeff back in July when he got released. He said, I just got released today, haha, on July 15th. So he's only been out for like 5 weeks now. And he sent her all these pictures of him. And we see those pictures, the bottom few pictures are in Anissa's house. And there's a whole bunch of other receipts too, but I just showed the ones that were exposing Jeff for the liar that he is. Like, I just don't believe Jeff when he says that him and Anissa aren't together. They're just living together because they have to. I just don't see Anissa going for that, especially when she's just talking about how much she loved him on social media yesterday. That doesn't make any sense at all. So let's go ahead and just recap Anissa and Jeff in the last episode. And I just gotta say thank you so much to everyone who's been sending me receipts and to my source who helped send me receipts related to this video. It really means a lot and really helps me. If any of you guys got any receipts you want to show me, you're welcome to email me or message me on Instagram. So in the last episode, Jeff had just bought him a new drone. He says since he can't leave the property because he's on house arrest, he feels like he'll be able be his way to get out and see the world. So he buys this expensive drone, and he's had a problem with online shopping since he got out of prison. He's like, oh my gosh, you can order stuff online, it'll be at your door the next day. So he must be using Amazon Prime or something. But you know, Anissa is super irritated because it's on her expense. She's the one that's paying for all his stuff that he's ordering online. She left his credit card to him while she's at work. So of course he's taking advantage of that. I think she needs to get her credit card back, especially with Jeff working now. If he wants to be able to get a nice drone and stuff, he should have to save up and work for it. It's like he's milking Anita for everything that he can get out of her. And while he was flying his little drone around, he had 5 more packages waiting for him at the door. So Anissa was like, you know, that's 2 full days of work for me, how much that drone cost. And she says, well, she's at work trying to get money so they can survive and pay the bills. He's sitting there spending thousands on her credit card. He's trying to spend all her money so he can save up his money for some Gucci pants. So then all of a sudden, Anissa's friend Kyle walks up, and he starts questioning Jeff about his drone and how much it cost. And Jeff just got all quiet, didn't want to say anything. He said honestly he had no idea, but I just think he didn't want to say how much it was. And Kyle was like, you know, I've been hearing Anissa talk about you stressing out about money. Are you aware of that? And Jeff is just pretty much like, I think you need to mind your business. And Jeff told producers he thinks that Kyle needs to keep his opinions to himself. And Jeff told Kyle that him spending Anissa's money and how he treats Anissa isn't a best friend issue. It's a husband and wife issue. But you know, he's just Anissa's friend. He's just looking out for Anissa's best interest. And we all need a friend like that who's willing to ask the hard questions that we're not willing to. Because it seems like Anissa's not really gonna put her foot down anytime soon. She seems like she's dropping hints, but Jeff obviously isn't getting it. And Kyle said that last time when Jeff bailed on her and didn't come home to her when he got out of prison, it broke her heart. She wouldn't come out of her room for weeks. And Kyle, being her best friend, he's the one that had to be there for her. And Kyle just don't want to see her go through that again. And Kyle said also he don't understand why Jeff's keeping this big secret from Anissa that he has an 18-year-old kid. So then Kyle ends up telling Anissa about Jeff's secret before Jeff gets to it. And I guess next week in the last episode of this season, we're going to see Jeff try to square up with Kyle and go after Kyle after he found out that Kyle told Anissa. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.